it's Original Big Rouge here again with another Madden franchise info video. Thank you for tuning in here on the Rouge Gaming YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about contract negotiation and what to look for and what it all entails. So let's get right into it here. We've got a bunch of guys here. We're in week 12. As you can see, we've got players that are ready to negotiate. Let's jump right into that tile here. So right away, what we're going to be greeted with is a bunch of tiles sorted by overall. And these are going to be players that were on our roster to start the year. We won't necessarily see free agents here. We'll see free agents at the end of the year between the Super Bowl week and the start of off-season, which we will go over in the next video. So as we can see here, Jalen Ramsey wants to be paid. He got paid in real life. When we started this franchise, he didn't have that contract yet, so we're going to have to pay him. As you can see here, it gives you, right off the start, it says he's ready to start the negotiation process. It gives you kind of an overview. It gives you his top 3 stats based on his position, what his development trade is, and what a fair offer is for his position and his overall. So let's go in. We'll start negotiations. You're greeted with a screen like this. So basically you're given a upgraded version of his player card when you're going to sign a contract. You can go through his ratings, you can go through his abilities, you can do everything that you can do with the player card, but you're also given a proposed contract screen on the side here. And basically, the information that you're given is how much cap room you will have after you make this offer, the cap hit caused by this contract, what the fair offer is, and then you are given 3 interactive sections which you can adjust for years, salary, and signing bonus. So the important things to note here are the cap room, first of all, because that is going to be the cap that you will have remaining next season after you sign this contract. So the player will play under his current contract. So if he's still playing on his rookie deal, he might only be playing for $3 or $4 million at this point. This contract won't kick in until next season. So that's something very important to remember. You can see age 25 here. When this contract starts, he'll be 26, and then add 5 years onto that. So that's something to consider. You know, maybe you're trying to sign a 28, 29-year-old. Madden players typically start to regress around that 27 age. So if you're a player that wants the latest and greatest already, don't be signing guys to long-term deals out of their rookie deal, because you're going to be tied up until they're 30, 31, 32. Okay? So what you'll notice here is the cap hit and the salary are all tied in with the signing bonus and the salary here. One important thing to note is we've gone over this over in episode 3. We looked at cap explanation and how cap penalties work. But the signing bonus, this is just per year. That is not the total. So it's a little misleading. If you take your signing bonus and your years, you'll get your total signing bonus, which will also end up being the cap penalty. So you want to make sure that if you're signing a marquee player that you're going to be keeping them around for a while, because the earlier in the contract that you trade or cut someone, the more expensive it's going to be towards your cap. So right here, signing bonus of almost $10 million times 5 years, that's going to be a $50 million signing bonus. So you're going to have to eat, I think, if I remember correctly, it's 80% of that in the first year if you cut them, and then the rest the following season. Or it's 20 and then 80, one of the two. But you'll have to eat the remaining signing bonus over 2 seasons. It could absolutely cripple your team from a cap perspective. So you need to make sure that you do, you know, what you have to do to be able to keep your team afloat. So let's offer Jalen a contract here. You know, he's a big part of our team. You know, probably the best corner in the league. Let's offer him a 7-year deal. You can see that the cap room went from 58.4 to 55.8. I like round numbers, so let's bring this up to 10 million. But I'm not liking the salary, right? Let's bring him down to 8.5. Let's see what he likes. Let's make him this offer of $129 million. Let's see what he says. So right off the bat, so we get this salary needs improvement. So that means he liked everything else about the deal. He did not like the salary. So it says right here, I like the bonus and the duration, just not the salary. So it gives you a padlock offer submitted. You can only submit one offer per week. And you need to be careful, because if you give a player an offer that is way too low ball, they might just say, I'm done. I want to go to free agency. If you also take too many offers to land the correct contract, they will say, I'm done. I want to go to a different team. You don't appreciate me. We're done. If that happens, you will only get one more chance to sign them, and it'll be through the franchise tag. So you need to be very, very careful what happens with these players, because if you don't sign them and you have too many players, like let's say I want to sign all 3 of these players here, Ramsey, Cup, and John Johnson. If they all decide we're going to free agency, I can only franchise tag one of them. I'm going to have to try and maybe fight for them in free agency, and there may be a chance that I lose them. So let's offer a contract here to Cooper Kupp. He's a big part of our offense. Let's offer him exactly what he wants. Let's see what he says. Excited to sign such a great offer and to stay with this team. Perfect. So that is one person re-signed, done. We don't have to worry about him. So let's go to another player here. Let's say we have a lower overall player and we don't want to bring him back. So Dante Dion, right? He's 26 years old, 87 speed. We don't want him back. We'll find another third or fourth string corner. He's not worth it. What we can do is we can go on the Start Negotiations tab here, hit square on your controller or X on Xbox, and you can hit withdraw offer. And as you can see here, it'll prompt you. When you withdraw your offer, you won't be able to franchise tag or re-sign this player to your team in the offseason. Done. Not interested, right? So then he's done. We're not negotiating with him anymore. He'll be removed from the list, and we don't have to worry about him anymore. There is a kind of hierarchy in when you can start negotiating with your players. So you'll see here it is sorted by overall, right? 94, 88, 86, 81. So the higher overall players, the earliest you can start negotiating with a player is week 3. Once week 3 hits, you'll be able to start negotiating if you have a guy who wants to. If you don't, it won't show up in your main menu there. And then once you have somebody, then you can go and you can check it out, go in there. You can also, if you're curious on who needs to be re-signed, you can go to the My Team tab, go to re-sign players, and even if you don't have a guy that's up for negotiation, you can see this screen. What you will see is everybody is available to be negotiated with. So if we had a guy, it would say able to start negotiations week 10, week 12, week 9, whatever it is. It'll tell you what week that your negotiations will open for that player. So once we go in here, so once again, you got Ramsey, John. So you can see Cup is gone because we re-signed him. They take him off the menu. We don't have to worry about him anymore. Deontay Johnson will stay there. Nimma Walker there. We just said, you know, not interested. So he'll stay on the menu there until we're done. And then we can go through that way. So that's basically signing players in a nutshell, guys. A little bit of a shorter video today. There's not really much to it. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's 2 different ways to get to it. It'll prompt you when there's players to re-sign. It'll walk you through it. The only thing that you need to do is just make sure that you watch that cap and make sure you're not putting yourself into a position where, you know, cap is going to be an issue for you. So let's see here. Let's give John just an egregious offer to see what he says. So everything about that offer needs improvement. I know, John. It was a terrible offer. Same with Sansa Mabukum. Let's give him a terrible offer. Nothing. He doesn't like anything. So as you can see, right, they'll give you feedback on what they like, what they don't like. Something also to note too is Madden started introducing free agency and influencing what guys will want as a contract depending on who else is hitting the market that year. So if it's a heavy corner year, Jalen might not want as much money necessarily because the market's going to be flooded with shutdown corners. But if he's the only great corner available, like he's a 94 overall, and let's say every other corner hitting the market is an 80, he might ask for more money knowing that he's the best corner out there, and you're going to have to pay a premium to get him. So keep that in mind too. It's not an exact science. But yeah, make sure you guys are watching that cap. Make sure you guys are watching your penalties and making sure that you're not going into cap hell. Other than that, guys, that's everything for this video. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see. If there's any information that you guys are itching to have for Madden franchise, let me know. I'll come up with a video for it, explaining everything that you need to have explained. Leave a like, of course. You know, YouTube loves those likes, rather. It helps push the videos to the masses and move it up the lists, and help us bring these videos to a bigger audience, and it motivates me to bring more videos for you guys. So until the next video, guys, like I said, I appreciate all the support. I really do. You guys will never understand how much I do appreciate it. And until the next video, guys, have a great one. We'll see you next time.